Can I call you Rose? Because you're sweet like a flower in bloom. Greetings, guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette, and this is my channel, Evolve with Monette. For those of you that are new here, I am a professional intuitive empath. It's so good to share energy with you today. We're going to jump right into the reading. Thank you for inviting me in. Come on in. Sit a little bit and stay. I just heard that there's another reading that's coming up here too. They just channeled another song. But we're going to be working with the Tinseltown Tarot today. Tinseltown Tarot, I felt like a little glitz and glam would be the order of the day. We'll clarify with some romance angels. Can I call you Rose? Because you're sweet like a flower in bloom. The angels have been on me about this reading. They even guided me on what I was to adorn, lay head with. Let's see if I can get it to stand up. All right, can I call you Rose? Because you're sweet like a flower in bloom. Can I call you Rose? Can I call you Rose? Because your thorns won't let love in too soon. There's something here about you having boundaries. And a little bit of mystery. I can't make it up. Boundaries. Seven of Wands. Specifically, this is boundaries in tarot. You have boundaries. The other two cards that came out here, Two of Wands. You make decisions about which direction you want to go. This is a beautiful purse filled with all of the wonderful things. Which direction you go and what is coming up for you. I love that there are roses on her lapel. They're on her, not her lapel, but on her décolleté. That would be her décolleté. All right, so, and then I have the Five of Cups. We'll clarify some of these. Let's see. Then I have the Page of Cups, offers coming in to you, Rose. This is a romance reading for anybody that wants to know. I don't know what it's going to be. The angels didn't tell me what, but they said, wear the rose crown. They said, channel the rose energy. Let me turn on the light here. All right. Find the light. Shine the light. All right. The light is shined. I hope you guys can still see me. All right. Give me four more. We have the Emperor. Oh, someone wants to call you Rose, an Emperor. Can I call you Rose? Because you're sweet like a flower in bloom. Someone wants you to be their Queen of Cups. Beautiful. Hard to see. A little dark in here currently, but we're going to roll with it. I feel like the ambiance is ambiancing. Says, oh, can I call you Rose? The Lovers. You cannot make this up. It is what it is. One more, and then we're going to go in and clarify, and I'm going to see what the message is going to be today. Queen of Wands. God, you are in such an attractive state, such an attractive phase. Oh my goodness. Someone here, maybe a fire sign too. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm channeling the emblem I put on my nail, but that's Leo energy. And, oh, they guided me to wear my heart ring. So definitely love is the order of the day. So let's clarify these and see what is going to be coming our way. Six of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So we're going into a connection that is filled with reciprocity. The Six of Pentacles is about the duality of the things that make us laugh and the things that make us cry too. We're going to do a little Palo Santo. I forgot to light it up. Light it up. Something's getting lit up. Okay. Maybe this is symbolic for you as well. You guys get you a good torch lighter, okay, for your Palo Santo, because otherwise you'll be just wasting regular lighters. Palo Santo takes a long time to ignite. All right, clean and clear my collective so that we can get this love message through. So good sharing energy with you. Sticking in my little chimney. Always have a safe place, guys. This is like my favorite little thing here. You see a little chimney? How adorable, right? So it's big enough for sage bundles too, which is one of my favorite things. Whichever bundle you're using. Okay. All right, so what's the message here? Can I call you Rose? So we'll put these cards to the side. And then we're going to see what is the clarification with a little bit of tarot. And then we'll get into some oracle cards. So for the Seven of Wands, can I call you Rose? Someone wants to invest into you. So if you are welcoming in love, or if that's something you feel like you want to do with the Seven of Wands, it's countered by the Seven of Pentacles, which is also spiritual alignment too. Someone wants to invest into you. The Two of Wands is clarified by the Moon card. Someone has, it's a secret. Can you lock it in my pocket? Let's see what the secret is. I'd like to investigate on your behalf. Queen of Wands. Someone is incredibly attracted. The secret is you forgot your power, sis. That's the second Queen of Wands I pulled here in your spread right now. So you forgot your power. You forgot how sexual you are, how sensual you are. You're getting back in touch with that. This orange here lets me know too that we're operating out of a sacral energy here with you, and it's very, very powerful. Clarify the Five of Cups. You are surrendering the past loss in your life. This is why someone wants to call you Rose and treat you right. You are finally letting go a lot of the hurts, or you let go of relationships that weren't serving you. You did some housekeeping is what I'm hearing. You cleaned up things that were outdated or not serving you. It's funny, I did a short recently that I'll upload today, and it says something here is outdated. I pulled a dinosaur, so maybe you need to hear what I need to say in that. It's a quick little short that'll be here and available for you. But something here is outdated, and that's what you need to understand too. And something was causing you too much anxiety to still be a part of you. You took your power back and got grounded. Specifically, she's on the ground, but she's wearing red, associated with the root chakra as well. So these thoughts were keeping you down. Clarify what we need to know about that. Someone was absolutely playing games with you. So that's a little dip our toe back into the past. I really want this to be a positive read, but I don't get to control what the angels channel through me. So you need to understand that this is over. You surrendered this. This is what you let go of. Maybe this is a question and answer to someone that may be wondering, did I do the right thing? Did I behave rightly? Yes. What you didn't see and what you didn't know is that someone was doing this to you. Someone didn't want you to grow. Maybe someone didn't want you to go, but they were doing it like, this is beyond win at all costs. This is malicious intention, and this is purposeful throwing someone off their path, very specifically. Okay, so you did exactly what you were called to do, and you did it as swiftly as possible. And I love this for you. 8 here, Strength card. You took your power back, integrating your shadow and your light, your primal. I'm telling you, you're very sexy right now, very primal. A lot of people want to see about that thing that might be thangin', and people are very attracted to you right now because self-respect is attractive. So that part. Okay, now the Page of Cups. These are the offers that are coming in. Okay, so people literally bringing you offers, and also I'm hearing apologies. Too late to apologize. Can't make it up. 5 of Swords. Someone who lied to your face and wanted to see you cry. Someone who was trying to win at all costs, because the 5 of Swords is very much almost a Pyrrhic victory. Everyone will lose in it, really, but the person may think they're winning initially because they're in an egoic competition. Whenever the 5 of Swords is present, you're dealing with egoic energy. This is associated with air signs, Aries, Libra, and Aquarius. Aquarius specifically is renowned for being incredibly cold and calculated. The 5 of Swords, I've been studying a lot lately, and the 5 of Swords specifically is associated with Aquarius energy. And that's a little fun fact that I bet a lot of you guys didn't know. So if you read tarot, or you are familiar with we readers here on the tubes, or you get your own readings in person, when you see the 5 of Swords, this is Aquarius energy, because Aquarius are renowned for not being in touch with their feelings, and they can be very cruel and spiteful just for funsies. So when I see this here, you have someone that's wanting to apologize because maybe they now realize that you realize that they were being cruel just for fun, and that's not exactly how a heart is won. Clarify that 5 of Swords, and it caused an ending. So you definitely have people that want to come back in, but here's what I'm going to tell you about this. You do not want their apology, and you do not want any block spinning at all. You are not interested in any apologies that they have to offer or give. It's a new day for you. I love that. Look right through into a new day. And where things are growing, and I'm telling you, you now have your wish fulfillment. Now, this is a positive side of Aquarius energy, the star. You're healing, and also you are someone's wish fulfillment. Can I call you Rose? And I know that with the 4 of Wands. Someone wants to play with you in a best way. They want to have joy with you. They want to tap into the kid in them. Maybe they want to go to a state fair. Maybe they want to take you away from the circus that you were in, where you were in a circus of despair. But that's what I see coming in for you here. And this is something something that's coming in for you within the next 3 months. Very specifically, you have something that was a wish fulfillment. Maybe it's nothing that you even expressed to anybody. Maybe it's something you didn't dare to express because you were terrified that if you did, you wouldn't get, you know, what it was. Also, maybe you've learned a lot of things in your last few, you know, years of extricating yourself and learning how to incubate and keep things quiet until it comes into fruition and manifestation. With the Wheel of Fortune here, this is one of my favorite cards. It's good luck, and this is the end of a karmic cycle. So the reason that you can call in this new energy, or someone is calling you in, because I see this very much as someone in pursuit of you, or someone attracted to you, or someone knowing exactly what they want with you. Can I call you, Rose, with the Wheel of Fortune? It's because you actually are owed this. This is what I'm seeing. Success with the Six of Wands here. You are owed exactly this. This was meant to be for you. You deserve this. You are supposed to have this, and you've earned this. You've earned the accolades and the attention. You've earned whatever is happening here for you. So there will be apologies because people see you as successful. There are apologies because people have regrets for how they did you and treated you, even if they did it purposely and pettily and they did it intentionally. That's why I say be very careful who you allow to spin that block again, because not everyone means well for you. So let's continue on with the reading with the Queen of Cups again. The Queen of Cups is the next card that we'll take a look at. Then we have the Queen of Cups, the Lovers, and the Emperor. Mufasa. Let's take a look at the Queen of Cups. The Emperor first. Somebody loves you, baby. Can I call you, Rose? This is the beginning of something new. I always see this as like a sperm cell that's like trying to find its way to the egg. This is the beginning of something new. This is a comet that's about to shoot through. There is new love here for you if you would like it. Tell me about this Emperor. I can't make it up. 10 of Cups. Someone that's actually going to come in and complete your energy in a good way and actually be a good partner for you. There's also something about maybe someone's going to be pregnant, someone's having kids, something like that too, or someone's birthing a new chapter with you, even if it's nothing to do with kids. Let's say you're 73, you don't care about kids, but you care about companionship, and that's something that you do have coming in for you. 10 of Cups. I love this. It's very juicy. It's very integrated. It's all your chakras are aligned. You're in favor. You have divine favor is what I'm being told to tell you too. Clarify that Queen of Cups. It's because, again, that self-respect is just coursing through you with the Strength card here again. So what you will notice is that there's the beginnings of, or communication starts maybe here in the month of August, if you're watching this in the month of August. Also, you have anxiety about this is what they want you to know. A lot of you guys have anxiety about having been in the Queen of Cups energy. I know I have, because in the Queen of Cups energy, people see our smile and they see our politeness and they want to take advantage of us. They very often mistake our kindness for weakness, and so that is something that you have anxiety about. You're like, I actually don't want to be back in the Queen of Cups. I'm chilling your energy here, guys, because when I'm in the Queen of Cups, people take advantage of me. But when you're in the Queen of Cups with the knowledge that you've attained after surviving the Five of Swords Aquarian energy, you now know how not to be taken advantage of in every way. You now see things coming, and so they said get out of this headspace, because what we think about we attract, right? So I want you guys to be in the frequency and the vibration of knowing that you deserve everything. I highly recommend some subliminals or some repeated affirmations as you're going to sleep or as you're sleeping about your worthiness, about how lovely you are, about what you're deserving, about how juicy you are, about how people want to love you, serve you, be with you, be kind to you, because some reprogramming is called for. Reprogramming is called for here. That's a double 8. We have a lot of double numbers here today. That was 8, which is a Strength card, and then the 8 of Swords. We also had double numbers earlier as well. So I want you guys to understand this is very spiritually aligned and very divine. Can I call you, Rose? Because you're sweet like a flower in bloom. And so the next thing is you need to be assured that this is your truth. With the Six of Swords here, you're getting away from exactly what had held you back, and that's what you need to know. Also, you are being sanctioned and actually propelled out of anything that had you going slow, any disalignment that was not true to you. I'm being drawn to grab this over here, because what I'm seeing is 2 hearts that I have, and they said that you need to see this. This is from, oh, you have a golden ticket. This is from a picnic that I had, a Willy Wonka picnic. And if you want to see it, you can go down my timeline on the community page, and I have pictures from it, and you can see it. Hold on, size, guys. All right, and you can see it. I lost my stick. I don't know what happened to the other stick. So there we go. So I had these two hearts that my eyes were drawn to. They're sticking out of my bookshelf in front of me, right? So there is love that's literally coming in for you. Here's part of the reading too. It's sweet. It's sweet, though. Let's see if I can get a thumbnail out of this. Your thumbnail getting is so funny. They will pick whatever is crazy. You can pick it too, but it's just a lot. Anyway, I really feel called to wave this in front of you. Again, this heart chakra alignment, very much like the Ten of Cups that has the rainbow going through it. I'm hearing about after the flood, the promise that this will never happen again. I really feel like, my sweet friends, you guys are entering into a stage, especially with the red here, of something that's going to be in balance and that's called in. And that is like a grounded relationship where you're actually going to get the love that you deserve. And this is someone that's going to be with you for a long time. You're going to grow old with this person. For some of you, there could be some same-sex energy here. This is two women that are here observing their family grow, but they're saying that love is on the way, faux show. And I'm hearing Willy Wonka specifically. You've got a golden ticket. That's what I'm channeling, and I won't even try to grab it. I see the game over there, but no games is what I just heard. I have a Willy Wonka golden ticket game. Maybe I'll try to turn that into a reading of some kind. In any case, guys, you guys have real love coming in, but let's continue with the message with the lovers. And they said with the Six of Swords, please understand that it was divinely guided for your angels to remove you out of any toxic situations where people were not honoring you and not loving you. And you may have questioned, why did this have to go this way? Even if you initiated it, you may have been like, but wait, I thought we finally were on the good foot. I thought things were finally going the way that they needed to. Well, no. Straighten your crown, sis. This crown's wanting to slip in this. I feel like that is really the weight of what happened to you in the past. I feel like the gravity, the weight of what you went through has definitely, taken a toll on you and definitely affected you. And so the crown's not going to stay erect from now on. But let's clarify the lovers here. The lovers is, you don't see this coming. With the Two of Swords and the lovers is the card here. You do not see that this is coming. You do not see that you have real passionate love coming, real passionate hugs, embraces, and kisses coming. And it's because you're sexy AF. I gotta tell you, can they call you Rose? Because you're sweet like a flower in bloom. I also hear you losing your breath, can you keep up? Baby boy, maybe I lose my mind, breath. Yeah, I'm losing my voice. I've been doing a lot of videos and working stuff. You guys will see loaded, but it's like someone is very passionate about you. You are the alchemist too. You are incredibly sexy. I'm hearing Stella got her groove. I'm hearing the return of the Mac or the return of the Mojo, depending on which sex you are. And I'm hearing that it's down for people that you used to know. You've now made your decision and you're choosing stability. Again, this orange sacral energy, you're very powerful. This on the bottom half, bottom chakras here with this orange and red. You are very stable and people want to put you in their bed and you get to make the decision about this here with the Two of Pentacles. Last card here is the Queen of Wands again. And this is quite a little bit phallic energy. She's sitting on a huge lipstick, but that's quite phallic. So let's take a look at the Queen of Wands. Because we have again, like I said, we pulled them twice. Same. Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands. Two different decks, different energy, different ethnicities. Also something about that here too. Maybe whomever is coming in for you that wants to call you Rose may not be like you, may not be exactly like you, may be different from you, and that may be something that's refreshing and appealing in both. So let's clarify. Let's clarify what we need to know. Can I call you Rose? Because you're sweet like a flower in bloom. The thing about this song that caught me is that it was very old school. It's put out a few years ago by a great band, and it caught a lot of traction recently. And in any case, it has an old school feel, though. It feels like it could have been made in the 70s, because love songs, and he starts to talk, as any good love song will have a talking piece, and he says, I was thinking of all the things I want to say to you, and I heard clearly put it in a love song. And then he starts to say, put it in a love, put it in a love, put it in a love song. Someone wants to sing to you because you are evoking energy, and that's what happens when you fall in love, is that you feel so happy, and And what I want to tell you guys is this doesn't feel like crazy love. This doesn't feel like impetuous, dangerous love. This doesn't feel like a love where you kind of know what's not supposed to happen, it's going to end, and you're watching it with one eye open yourself. This feels like grown-ass love. This feels like not rush love. This feels like well-paced love. This feels like in-your-face love, but not in-your-face love. This feels like love that's dealt with codependency. This love feels like love that's not about people-pleasing, but still wants to see you happy. This feels like love that is free of guilt trips. This feels like love that includes trips. This feels like love and tickets. This feels like travel. This feels like ecstasy. This feels like acceleration. This feels like growth. This feels like accountability. This feels like conversation. This feels like interaction. This feels like good sensations, good vibrations. This feels like love. Can they call you Rose? Man, I can't make it up. That 8 keeps coming up. You are in balance. This feels like synergy. This feels like abundance and infinitely channeling into one another. This feels like primal energy. Someone with whom you are sexually compatible. I'm hearing, is somebody gonna match my freak? Yeah, someone's gonna match your freak. And this feels like someone who understands your sex drive. This feels like someone who knows how to get it right. This feels like someone who could actually plug into you. This feels like someone who knows what it is to do. This feels like someone who likes to do that with you. This feels like someone who cares about what you think. This feels like someone who wants you to not be ever on the brink, to not ever be wondering. This feels like someone who is proactive with their communication. This feels like someone who likes a good vacation, a staycation, a vacation. This feels like someone who wants to take care of you. Queen of Wands. This feels like something the universe doesn't want you to see. Clarify that. Two of Swords. Why don't they want you to see? Because they said they promise it's going to be exactly what they said it's going to be. Ace of Cups. Sweet and ultimate lottery winning ticket of love. Can they call you Rose? Anytime you get an ace, and you should know it's a yes. It's a big yes from the universe. And this is the Ace of Cups. You are actually going to be loved, Queen of Wands. That's what they want you to know. And they want you to get out of your head about it. They said this is for sure. This is your next step if you call it in and you want to be blessed this way with the Wheel of Fortune. Think of a Ferris wheel. I definitely see you guys at a carnival, a Ferris wheel, a park, something to that degree. There'll be some kind of connection or confirmation that happens in your physical reality that is adjacent to a Ferris wheel, whether you see it on the screen or not. With the Five of Pentacles, clarify that Five of Pentacles, which is about feeling left out in the cold. That's your past. The devil. You can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. So someone that was puppeteering you see how he has the puppet strings? Someone that was puppeteering you, wanting to control you, now feels abandoned because you've taken your power back, and you're going to end up married. You're ending up with the Hierophant here in an actual relationship. Now, even if you don't want marriage, what it means is that on the horizon for you is a real relationship that will be stable. That's what they want you to understand. Give me one more on that Hierophant. What is in store behind the Hierophant? Oh, a cautionary tale. This is good. This is why we do readings, guys. You may not want what is in front of you because it may seem like it's too good to be true. You have been through a battle or 2 or 5 or 20 and you don't trust anybody. Oh, I'm so glad I was able to intercept this before you sabotage it, because this is sabotage with the Four of Cups, because this is divinely gifted. Whatever is filling up this cup, but you're not interested, and you're quite petulant, collective, because you've been burned by love. Clarify that Four of Cups. Oh, does it hurt? They said be very careful before you walk away from something that you actually want to stay. With the Eight of Cups here, one more. They said they promise you whatever comes next is not going to torture you. It's not going to be bad for you. They said this is a reward actually for walking away from things that were no longer serving you, or relationship dynamics that were no longer serving you, where people were really trying to destroy you. Even as I'm talking about it, I feel the crown wanting to slip forward. It's because that energy is heavy from the past. Yeah? Those people did not want to see you have a blast. Those people did not want to see you happy. Whoever was in your past. It could have been friends and family. It didn't even just have to be a lover, okay? One more. And now this is the way that they spend their days and nights. In anxiety and in strife because you're happy, because you're getting love. Yeah. And there's a lot of talk about what's happening coming in for you too. One more on that talk. Yeah, because they know that you're going to be happy with whatever the universe sends you, whomever the universe sends you, when you're ready for this. Not everybody is at that stage. Like I said, this is not a reading to watch if you are in a place where you are not wanting love. But if you want love to come in and you're hopeful for it, I would script about what you'd like to have in a relationship, what matters to you. I will tell you guys, in my love relationships, it's changed so much over the years to what I thought I wanted, to what I actually need, to what I actually respect and validate, and what actually makes me feel good. So maybe do a little self-inventory and see if your love energy has shifted actually. If you are not the same person that you used to be, if someone wooing you doesn't happen the same way that it used to. I'm going to pull a couple of love angels here. And the first one is to pay attention to the red flag. So let's clarify that. Let's take a deep look at that with the Tinseltown Tarot. What do we need to know about the red flags? Justice, Libra energy. Maybe you had someone in your past that actually was a Libra, of whom red flags you did pay attention to. But this is also about partnership, because Libra rules partnership. And you, okay? So they're saying that what is coming in for you, let's clarify, what do they need to know about justice, is going to be balanced and temperate. Thank you. Sagittarius energy. A pantheon of exits for some of us, but a new way to be, and new energy that's going to trickle in for you, where you are actually treated fairly. One more about that red flag. Is there anything they need to know about that red flag? Four of Wands. No, there's nothing. This is the marriage card. This is when you don't just like someone and you're not just obligated to be with them, but you're enjoying their company and companionship, and you're actually attracted. So they said the red flag might be you. Because of the trauma that you've been through with that Four of Cups, you will have a predilection to reject something that might come in. So really pray for discernment. Ask for signs. Maybe that's why they told me about the physical sign of the Ferris wheel showing up in your physical reality. Ask for signs. Let me get one more love angel. Oh, they fell. I'm telling you, children and wedding. I can't make it up. Some of you guys are coming into union with someone. I'm telling you, you're going to spend a considerable amount of time within your life. There may be children that are part of it as well. There may be children that fell, so there may be children that are part of it as well. They want you to stay optimistic about your love life. Something that I've changed in my own personal mantras lately in all of my life, stay optimistic, is what if the best case scenario happened? After living with so many of the worst case scenarios and the worst things and the worst freaking people, and karmic lesson after karmic lesson, and vanquishing past life enemies, and girl, I'm exhausted, as I imagine you may be too. I realized that it can't always be this way, and that there has to be goodness. And for you specifically, someone wants to call you Rose Sis because they see the goodness in you. And Emperor energy, whether it's a man or a woman, you figure that out for you, will see exactly who you are, and they will say it, and they will want you, and it will be so clear, and it will not be any shenanigans. And I do know what that feels like to have that modeled to you, but for you to go through with it, please comment below if you're going to take the leap, or if you already know. Some of you guys are already talking to people and it's new and you're just getting into the thick of it. Some of you guys are in the juicy stage and attraction. I'm channeling Kris Jenner. She was talking about how she was having so much sex with Corey Gambles, which was her current boyfriend. He's been her boyfriend for over 10 years now. But in the beginning stages, there was some clip that came across a few years ago, some short or something, or maybe it was on TikTok, where she was talking about how much sex she was having, and Chloe was so annoyed because it's her mom or whatever. But that's another thing you have to understand. Your sexuality, if you had a mother, they were also sexual too. I know it's not maybe what you want to think about here, but some of you guys have to heal some mother wounds. There's something about that to understand that if your mother rejects your expression of your sensuality or the way that you exhibit romance, it might be something that she wasn't able to attain, or maybe it's something that she mourns because it's not in her face or in her reality or mind frame anymore, and she may try to stymie you. Not all of you guys are dealing with this, but some of you guys have. Or if your mother had a healthy sexual expression, if you saw her in loving relationships, then you may have modeled that. So just do a little personal inventory for the way mother energy affected you, because I think of Chloe's annoyance with her mother, but she was talking about how amazing the sex was and how much sex they were having, and she had been in a deficit with Bruce. This is very relevant for the reading today for you. She had been in a deficit with Bruce because Bruce was transitioning into Caitlyn. And so he was clearly not interested in sexual energy because who knows what level of attraction is. So even though he is now Caitlyn, she still dates women. So go figure. But we all make our choices, and being a proud member of the LGBTQIA community myself, you can't judge even a Caitlyn. I don't agree with Caitlyn's political views and energy, but I definitely believe Caitlyn had the right to choose. She deserves that, to do whatever she wanted to do. But I also understand both things are true, and I look at the duality of that experience and how lonely and isolating that had to be for Chris, who questioned so many things about her femininity. This is a channeled message that's coming directly through for you guys. Whoever you were probably with last time had you questioning things, not just about your femininity, but your sanity and maybe your attractiveness or whatever the case may be. They were incredibly toxic. They were a cancerous energy. I just almost said a Cancerian. So maybe a Cancerian was involved in the degradation and the devaluation of whatever relationship you were in, to whatever degree, even if it was peripheral. I'm hearing family specifically. But what I'm hearing is that they were cancerous to your solar plexus energy, and to your sacral energy, and to your root chakra. You did not feel safe with them. They disrupted self-esteem, or tried to, because they didn't like how much you liked you, and also they didn't like how much they liked you too, even though they tried to suppress it. And then they were attacking that sacral energy by, maybe they were withholding, maybe they were playing games, maybe they were not a pleaser, maybe they were bad in bed, maybe they were toxic, maybe they were, I keep hearing bad in bed, like someone may have like talked a good game but was actually not good in bed at all, and maybe you just didn't feel sexually gratified to any degree. And yeah, that's what I'm hearing, because I'm thinking of Caitlyn and Chris, really, and how Bruce pulled away because he was in his own struggle about his sexuality, and was taking hormones and doing things before he really divulged that to Chris. So he was completely treating her with apathy, and as women we will internalize that. Even if Chris is beautiful to this day, Chris is gorgeous with every surgery too, but she's still a beautiful woman, and she was knocking him down, taking him to Pound Town back in the day. If you look at her picture, she was a fox. So she traffics in high sexual energy, which is passed on to her daughters. That's a whole nother video for another day, but I'm going to tell you that affected her self-esteem, and she talks about it in some of, I'm not a big watcher of the Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I'll see clips, or I'll see the blurb, or I'll see a think piece, but I remember her talking about that and that going through. I'll see if I can find anything to connect below as a teaching aid. I always like those, the old teacher in me. But in your reading today, what you need to understand is that someone really affected your self-esteem, and they affected the way that you thought about yourself by just maybe withholding. I don't imagine that Bruce was feeling quite frisky as he was taking, you know, a lot of estrogen to suppress his masculinity so he could transition into Caitlyn, and that took a toll on Chris. So when she was talking effusively about her amazing juicy sex, and about how she just never thought she'd be having this much sex, and she's had sex 3 or 4 times a day. Someone here is gonna have sex. Can I call you Rose? Some of y'all have a rose. Some of y'all have a beautiful vibrator that's a rose, and they say you might get to put the rose away because someone's gonna actually be giving you real roses to your face, and with you they actually want to engage, and someone wants to get engaged to you. I hear proposals. It is just so much energy that's coming through, but I'm channeling the energy specifically for you, that someone's going to restore the years that the locusts have eaten. So whoever was playing in your face or treating you badly and causing you to maybe develop any kind of level of complex where you're like internalizing their rejection, which was really their own self-hatred, please know that there's so many other people that want to fix it, that want to touch it, bring it, react it, get a low bust. Someone wants to get a low with you, and someone wants to bust. I'm just saying. I mean, it's over 18. It is what it is. So you're going to have someone's kids. If you can have kids or you guys are going to birth a new thing together. Someone definitely is pregnant or going to be getting pregnant is what I'm channeling here. I just pulled it again. Children. Okay. Your love life is being affected by children. Someone was immature too. Someone was so immature, and they were bad in bed too. Like, what a hell of a combo. Immaturity and Babbitt ass D. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And they were not your true love. They may have come in masquerading as such with the true love here in the inverse, but that was not the truth. When I clarify true love for you with the Tinsel Tarot, what I have is this. It's that your true love does exist, and they are going to be coming in with offers for you, and they are going to invest in you. 7 of Pentacles. I love to see that here. And they are going to make the relationship fair, is what I just heard, because they're all about you. This card usually is a naked woman. This is about great sex. I don't care what shape your body's in. Maybe this is the time to get ahead of it so that you can maybe lift a weight or 2 or take a walk or 3 or drink some smoothies, you know, because you're going to have somebody that's coming in. I'm hearing touching my body. Someone wants to touch your bike. Is somebody going to match my freak? Hey, is somebody going to match my nasty? I got stamina. They say I'm an athlete. My angels don't miss. It's time to work out, sis. It's time to walk it out. It's time to work it out. It's time to walk it out. Can I call you Rose? Because you're sweet like a flower in bloom. It's time for you to be thinking about new perfume. I was just talking about perfume in a last video. It's time for you to be thinking about new perfume. I like this one specifically because of the color energy, the color theory. I didn't like the fragrance though. This is what I was going to talk about in a reading coming up. But the color and the bottle is a chakra alignment. I may be doing a giveaway with this to somebody that it might work better for. But in any case, you need to go treat yourself like an empress is what I'm channeling here, because true love is coming in for you finally. If you want it, only if you want it. If you don't want it, you don't have to have it. But if you want it, finally someone that's actually real. And it may not feel like it usually feels, and it may trigger you a little bit with that 4 of Cups I can see, but they said this is purposely dispatched into you by your spirit team because they know that it's time, that you called it in, and someone wants to treat you like more than a friend. You're not a sneaky link. You're not someone they're embarrassed of. You're not someone that they're going to talk a good game with and never follow through. They talk it like they walk it, and they're coming straight to you. Can they call you Rose? Because they have work to do. They have the work. I'm channeling Keith Urban. I'll spend our time making memories of us. Come on, that's one of the most romantic songs I can think of ever. And so I'm going to connect that below too. I will spend my time making memories of us. They are committed to building you, to edifying you, to loving you. In their love, you can find peace and stability. And that's because you found it in yourself first, Empress. It's because you saw it in yourself first. It's because you did a lot of healing and you really finally started to understand your worth. And so now they're channeling to me the biblical process of getting married, where the woman is rubbed down with oils and massages, and she's taken care of by the handmaidens and the women in her family for a year in preparation to be someone's wifey, to be in Empress energy. There is such a wisdom to that, and even though that is dated back to biblical days, that is all about being in touch with your star player and also having people touch your body in not a sexual manner. Massages may be called for as you were in preparation for this new thing to come in, to be comfortable with physical touch again, but also to know that you deserve to just have that on any kind of regular basis, whether it's from a lover or if it's from someone which you solicit at a massage parlor in any real way. No happy endings there. Save the happy endings for your lover, who will come in and care enough to please you. Someone who's actually good in bed, who's actually a pleaser, instead of it just being you. You know, one of my favorite sayings for us is from Flying a Boss, where she talks about, hello Christ, I'm about to sin again. And I really feel like it's not that you're sinning again. Sin is, you know, synonymous with our good sexual energy when we think of the 7 deadly sins, but it's time for that energy. I don't think you realize as an Empress how much you need sexual synergy. You need that to stoke the fires of your creativity. It's why relationships are so important. It's not just that you need codependent relationships. Sexual stimulation actually helps you, sis. It helps you to regulate some emotions. It helps to release dopamine and serotonin, that physical touch. And so like back in the Bible, when they would do that for a year, the man was preparing the home. So he was building, and he was working with his broskies, with his family, to build a place for the Empress to be. And she was being rubbed down and oiled and laced with perfume and beautiful garments so that she could be in that way of family. And it doesn't mean that she didn't have to work when she got into that household, but it means that she was preparing herself. And so they're saying, get into this preparation stage. I'm hearing milk bath and salt baths and adorning you, and also understanding that you have a new spiritual journey to embark onto, and you have work to do with someone who is ready to finally work with you. They're apologizing to you too for the people of the past that really really, really tried to take your last. And really, there's a big message about someone that was terrible in bed. So I don't know who that's for, but someone didn't follow through, or maybe that's all they could do, but then they didn't even do that. And I don't know. So you were just very not satisfied in your last incarnation in whatever capacity, whether y'all were virginal, whether you fully consummated it, you were having as much sex as Chris and Corey, whatever you were doing, it wasn't enough. And so, or it wasn't even good. It was laughable is what I heard. And so they're saying they're sending in the wood is what I heard. They're sending in the wood. You got someone coming in that's going to gonna match your freak and do it good. Okay, I'm super happy for you. But beyond all the sexual energy, it's this rose and the boundaries, that one part of the line where he says, you know, your thorns don't let love in too soon. A way to safeguard yourself from any narcissistic spinning of the block and or new narcissistic attachments that want to suck that beautiful empath energy is to take your time and to maybe do something in reverse. Actually, have you ever dated someone where you took a while? Instead of just jumping right into sexual energy, you really got to know them, because then when you did, you actually knew you liked them. And as I'm talking to you, I've been fine all day, I've been working all day, but I'm feeling like just hazy. I'm sober, you know, but I'm feeling like, yeah, I see you having like a drink, maybe a little brown liquor. If it's not brown, you know, you're smoking something, or maybe this person just calms you down. And you don't feel anxious, and you're not in your head, and you're not worrying, and you're not being treated or left on red. I heard this person's really gonna come in and actually connect with you. Got a couple more cards out of the conversational deck here for you. I'm gonna end the reading. Okay, this is so good. Can I call you Rose? Because you're sweet like a flower in bloom. The card that pops out is from your past. They want you to know that you're so much better off without them. Can I get one for the person coming in for them? I had a couple fall, so I was trying to... All right. They want to impress you. And I think that that is a far cry. This is the first card that flipped out. I was like, that's from the past. They're being fake. That's a far cry from the person in the past who was being fake to you and who didn't care about impressing you at all and who was an embarrassment to you. A lot of you guys dodge like huge bullets of people that would have embarrassed you. One of the ways that I assess like energies and exes is, are they a liability? And what I'm hearing is that even as I'm talking about the ex, you see how the crown's wanting to, I'm looking down, but the crown's wanting to like literally flee. So let's adjust it once and for all. Put it back here. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Whoever was in your past, guys, was not a go-getter, and they were not only being fake to you, but they were going to be an embarrassment to you. They would have embarrassed you, and I don't want to trigger you, but I think they may have been embarrassed by you. Excuse me, if they couldn't control the narrative. And so if you feel like, oh no, this didn't go good, or why didn't this last, or how come this didn't continue, it's because it wasn't supposed to. Whoever's coming in is going to be so proud of you. I'm channeling. I'm so proud of you. Whoever's coming in is going to be so proud of you. They're going to want to show you off. You're going to be their crowning jewel. That's why they had me adjust the crown, because they said they want to call you Rose and they want to show you around. And that's a far cry. You're really going to be loved, guys, by someone who actually wants to love you, and they're completely down with everything you do. But they will be a challenge and a partner and collaborator, and iron will sharpen iron between the two of you. And I could not be happier. And they said, bye-bye haters. They said, embrace this Rose that's coming in for you. Adorn yourself with oils. Take time. You can do that yourself. You don't need a team. You don't need a family and a tribe. You can go get a massage if you want to, but you can take your own spirit baths. You can take your own salt baths, and you can release the past, and you can make peace with it. One of the things that I do when I'm getting into a new connection that I feel is worthwhile is I thank whoever didn't make me smile. Not personally to them. I don't send them a 4-page letter like Aaliyah, but I write to the universe, thank you for serving me in the ways that you did, because you learned a lesson from everyone that came in, even if they were acting like a kid. You learned a lesson and you were able to grow, and you could take that nugget with you. The more you know. I'm channeling the guy who does feng shui, so now you know. feng shui, rearranging of something. And the person that comes in is going to help you rearrange things emotionally in your life. They're going to give you perspective. They're going to treat you like a wife or a husband. I'm channeling Tara and Hunter, these two Olympians. He's in the Paralympics. She is now a gold medal winning Olympian for the long jump. Beautiful couple, but they have been met with so much adversity, even in the way that they train, but the way that they love each other is insane. I don't ever call anybody goals, but I would say that these two are two to actually, you know, take a look at that relationship and see that they genuinely are team players and they are sharing a lot of commonalities. A lot of times we say opposites attract, and your angels want you to know, they want you to reel that back, because it's okay to be in alignment with someone who actually shares identities like you or has similarities like you. One of the things that caught my attention is they said we eat the same, we train the same, we recover the same. So being with her is not a pain. It was the husband talking, and he was saying how easy it was to be with her because they have the same regiment and energy. A lot of you guys were in connections with people that were not just liabilities, they were not equally yoked, and they couldn't really relate to the life that you had. So all they could do is come in and go bad, treat you down bad, treat you terribly, and try to diminish your energy because it was intimidating to them. They're bringing you in with someone that's on par with you, someone who can actually hold space with you and grow with you and actually cares about spiritually elevating with you. Can they call you Rose? Because you're sweet, like a flower in bloom. The roses bloom at a time when they are ready. You cannot make the bud open, you cannot force it open, but when it does, it's so pretty. You can prolong the time that you keep it once it's in a cut vase, but I feel like you are a rose that's going to be planted into the ground, so there you can always stay, and you are anchored and rooted, Seven of Pentacles energy, and it's not something that will be I'm hearing Johnny come lately, or something that can be blown away. You will be able to weather the storm with whomever is coming in, because they will want to stay. They want to call you Rose, because you are not just in bloom, but you will be blooming perpetually, annually. Come on, angels, give me words from the garden. You are going to be an annual. Oh, I love that. This is going to be a relationship that has an anniversary that goes year to year to year. They said, have no fear. Finally, the real man, the real woman, the real lover, the real person is here. They will call you Rose, because, sweet Empress, you are so fair. So good sharing energy with you. Come back and join me next time, guys. We'll continue to evolve together.